Copper is blowing up salons everywhere. And I first saw this in 2021 when my niece Brie, who is a stylist downtown, went copper, and wow, holy smokes, how hot is she? So my geek brain started thinking, I think we're on the verge of a trend. And sure enough, I started seeing it increase in color requests. Pantone was either behind or got scooped. Next year's Pantone color, Rooibos Tea, which is a kind of burnt orange. This year's color was fuchsia, and I think everyone was burnt out on pink. I know I was. You can learn more about it at Pantone.com, but how does a trend start for color? Let's get into the Pantone time machine and go back a couple of years. Do you remember these two colors? Because they were everywhere. Coral and navy blue, which were colors we saw in fashion and even home decor and vanities. Like, I love this vanity. But then all of a sudden it was dead. Okay, what makes it dead? Well, Pantone does. Pantone created a color matching system used in everything from home decor to fashion, and they are the global leader in color standards for the fashion industry, and every year they do a color of the year that affects everything. So you may be thinking, ooh, I just love that orange sofa, but really, do you? Last year, I almost did my bedroom in orange and navy. Thank heavens I procrastinate. I really am more of a soft colors person, but it is a testament to how much influencers influence us and what we buy. Okay, so if Pantone is at the top of this color pyramid, who influences Pantone? They scrape intel from every industry, but really the strongest advisory board comes from those who control fashion, which is at the top of the lifestyle pyramid. Because fashion controls what we look at, what we want, what we think about, what we want to buy, what we save up for, and who really controls fashion?
You're wearing a sweater that was selected for you by the people in this room.
The woman that inspired one of my favorite movies. There's been a boho trend going strong for about 2 decades. Wish it would die. Then Western came back in a huge way with a beachy twist. And a couple years ago, auburns were really in. So all of this kind of created this hybrid trend for hair, cowboy copper. And we have done a lot of them. Here is a curly guest, and I love this copper. And I also love this because curly girls don't usually get enough color props. Here's another color by Ashley, and I love that red hot money piece in the front. Here is copper with red lights by Mariah, and then here is red with copper highlights by Brie. So copper can be in lots of different dimensional tones of red and copper. And the best thing about copper, boy, Brie does a lot of coppers, is that it sits somewhere between blonde and red. This was a blonde who went copper by Talon recently. This was a fun transition to watch. But one thing to remember is what colors you naturally gravitate to, because this does have some upkeep and you will need some color care shampoo at home. Trends come and go, so wear what you're comfortable in. But if you think this is the long lost hair color you've always wanted, please don't hesitate to reach out at Studio39Salon.com.